Hello, I hope you're well. Do you know it's so hard to come on here and be completely honest and vulnerable of where you are at now. In the past, I have gone away and maybe worked stuff up behind the scenes and done the research and blah, 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 and come back from a place of feeling better, energized, more myself type thing. And what I've come to realize is that's not life and that's not the truth. And my work with mums is all about being very, very honest. Because when you can own where you are and take the mother mask off, that's where you can start to find your path forward and understand yourself and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I'm not here to lecture on that. Yesterday or day before, I posted that video of my update and I have had a really amazing response. I have people message me which have absolutely made my day, made my week, completely ignited my heart. I'm so grateful, and it's given me the confidence that I'm not talking shit and I have something to offer. And it's also made me realize that you really, really, really don't have to have it or pretend to have it all together in order to be useful, helpful, a success. And this is what I just wanted to talk about today. And another thing, I don't always get all my words in the right order. I'm not like, my sentences aren't perfectly articulate. Fuck it. And this is my approach, my opinion as a human. Yes, I am a NLP practitioner, nutritional therapist as well. But this is how I'm feeling as a person, as a mother. So, forgive me if it's not completely fluent. Who gives a fuck? But something I touched on in the video, and this is not going to be 20 minutes, so I'm just going to touch on it, and maybe we'll do a video another time because these are quite big, juicy subjects, is some stuff that I was dealing with behind the scenes. So I don't really want them to be behind the scenes anymore. And it was around my hormones and how my brain kind of works and this kind of thing. And what I just wanted to talk about is labels. How often when you feel kind of stuck, broken, oh my God, overwhelmed, don't know what's going on, it feels really complex, you reach out for help, you reach out to Dr. Google, to the doctors, to whoever, to try and find an answer, a word, a name for it. And I totally get this. It's happened to me, I'm going to say through motherhood 3 times significantly. One was the postnatal depression, which absolutely ticked all the boxes in terms of symptoms. Most recently, the PMDD, so the premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is feeling completely at despair and really low mood before your period in the luteal phase. And but by the way, I work with women that have that suffer with that. So it, by me also suffering does not make me a kind of failure or oh my God, I should be able to fix myself. I just want to share that with you, okay? And the most recent one is exploring the possibility of having ADHD, which is very, very high for me, the likelihood. Now, all of this to me makes complete sense. And I just want to share briefly how I've been feeling. And this is not like a medical tick box for you to kind of say, oh my God, that's me, I've got that too. I just want to share how I'm feeling and the kind of direction I'm taking this. So when I had the postnatal depression, okay, that was such a relief to hear, oh my God, it's a thing. Other people have it. I'm not alone. Great. But for me, it wasn't enough. I took that name, that label, and I used it as a signpost. And that is what directed me towards what is now the Energized Mother program. Looking beneath the surface. And for me, it wasn't just stuff that had happened postnatally. It was my life. It was who I was before. It was the unnurtured, unhealed parts of me that I had ignored, that I didn't know, that had all come to the surface. So yeah, okay, there was a huge inflammatory factor there. There were gut imbalances, nutrient deficiencies, and all of this empowering stuff to understand the impact it has. But there was also this big kind of invisible bit that I kind of call the identity bit of who I was before and who I had potential to come, who I wasn't being, who I was being. I hope that makes sense. Where I had come from. So that really took me on this self-discovery journey without having that signpost, which was the label. You know, where would I have been able to go off on that journey? So I'm hugely grateful for that. And now, as things evolved, and this is what you find, and I just want to be, this is a really important point, and I'm talking to myself right now as I say this. When you go on, let's call it like a personal growth adventure, okay? Making it sound nice, but you're understanding about yourself, you're understanding about your body work, how your mind and body are connected, and what you need personally to feel good, what's going on for you, and what tools and resources you need. You go through this, and what we kind of forget is that life is changing all the time. Our kids are growing, there's so much evolution around us that sometimes the more that we do, we unearth other stuff, other shit comes up. And this is all part of the growth journey, because as you grow, kind of see it going that way, but it's not always, we need to release the things that are not serving us anymore, simply put. So by me getting this far down my personal growth adventure, and even though I am a registered nutritional therapist, like I have a lot of knowledge, I have access to a lot of research, I'm an NLP practitioner, I have a lot of tools, I have a program. It doesn't mean I'm perfectly like the energized mother. That is a brand. It is something that we're aiming towards. I'm not the fucking energized mother all the time. Okay, life happens. I'm a human too. It throws me off. But I think what happens when you're thrown off is it reveals the parts of you that still need a little bit of love. And as our environment is changing, our body has to adapt to that. And we're living in, I don't need to tell you this, a highly pressured world, aren't we, where we're being pushed to our limits. That is going to impact our nervous system, our hormones. So it's about listening to yourself and seeing this. Honestly, I'm speaking to me as I say this, as a journey. I know it sounds cliched. It's like Frank Turner said, if you're all about the destination, take a fucking flight. Your health, the relationship that you're constantly building with yourself, is a life commitment. And if we can start to view it through the lens of personal growth, of that life commitment, that actually our energy, our identity is about, it's like a skill that we master, that we're always learning, that we're always up leveling. It almost takes the pressure off that we need to find this magic one-time magic pill or magic fix, because there's no such thing. Luckily, there's lots of magic bullets, and it's about finding the right ones for you. But please do listen to your flags. If you feel your brain doesn't function the way that it should, you just feel that something doesn't feel right, then you're on to something. If you feel that your mood is connected to your hormones at certain times of the month, you're on to something. If you feel that your nervous system is just chronically kind of switched on and you don't know how to switch it off, you're on to something. So please do take those labels, reach out, take the mask off, use them as signposts. Let them give you the direction. This is exactly what I'm doing to take you on that journey, that self-exploration. And honestly, even though it feels shit at times, and I know this, it is an adventure. It's an adventure back to you, and there's no destination. You're always evolving through this. So let me know if that resonates at all. I'm going to obviously keep sharing where I'm at and how I'm feeling, but from feeling quite dark and stuck and lost, I know one of the biggest links for me is self-trust and authenticity, being myself, regardless of how the fuck I'm feeling, being able to talk about it and express myself. That helps massively. Okay, before it gets to 10 minutes, I'm going to say bye, and let me know if you resonate with this video, and I will be back soon. Hashtag take off the mother mask.